and welcome back. My name is Audrey. If you're new here, I am a senior at the University of Hawaii at Manoa, and I basically just post videos of what it's like being a student here, as well as just what it's like living on the island of Oahu. So in honor of school starting in about a week and a half, move-in week is probably next week, I'm assuming, I just wanted to make this video just talking about tips and tricks for freshmen and just some of the things that I wish that I had known my freshman year, because some of these things I had to figure out the hard way, and I want to just help as much as I can so you guys don't have to figure it out the hard way like I did. Okay, so the first thing I wanted to talk about is the dining swipes and points. When I was a freshman, I had the 14 swipes meal plan, so I had like a certain amount of points too. So I had 14 swipes a week, so it's basically like 2 meals every single day. The Hale Aloha Cafe, which is in between all 4 of the towers, it's like in the center, like in a little courtyard, so there's that one. And then also the Gateway Cafe, which is like you swipe one meal swipe and you get like unlimited food. Like it's basically like a buffet, you can get as much as you want. And so you have 14 swipes for that. And then also the meal swipes don't roll over to the next week. So basically you have to get rid of all 14 of your meal swipes before the end of the week, otherwise they're just gone, poof, and then you lose money because of that. So, but there's a bunch of places that you can use your meal swipes. There's a market, which is kind of near the apartments. It's basically like gas station food, but you can get drinks, chips. They have like they have some like vegetables, they have like jugs of water if you want that, ice cream. They also have like little like hygiene products too, so you can use your meal swipes there. I think each swipe is about like $8, I want to say, something around that. But you can also use your dining swipes at, I believe, Starbucks, Jamba Juice, and I think the food court in Campus Center as well. So little disclaimer, I have not lived on campus for 2 years, so just take everything I say with a grain of salt, because this is how stuff was when I was a freshman. I'm not entirely sure if it's the same, I'm sure it's similar, but just a little disclaimer. Next thing I wanted to talk about is how to find your classes. I know freshman year I was so lost, did not know how to find where my classes were. If you go into your star and it'll show you the building like name, for example Bilger Hall, it's going to be BIL, and then there's also a campus map that you can look at and put in the like building code, I guess, to find which building it is. And then I honestly just put that into my Apple Maps and set it to walk so I can find it. And then also, of course, it has the room number. So like say this is Bilger 150, so it's going to be on the first floor generally. If it's this class is 217, it's going to be on the second floor, and then you just have to find room 17 or 217, I guess. But yeah, so that's what I used to find all of my classes. Is I honestly just use the Apple Maps to find it once I figure out what the building name is actually called, because on Star it doesn't have the actual full name of the building. Oh, okay, the next thing I wanted to talk about is the city bus. I think that the bus is such a great way to get around, especially if you don't have a car or a moped, but it is kind of a learning curve to figure it out. So I know when I was a freshman, when you get your student ID, it also works as a unlimited bus pass, but you just have to figure out how to use the bus. Like me and my roommate my freshman year, we were trying to go to Safeway to just get some groceries for the dorm, and we ended up Diamond Head, Kahala area, and it was not good. So basically, I'm just gonna show you guys real quick. So say I wanted to go to Safeway. So when it is at the when it's at the directions page, you're just gonna click, instead of drive, you're gonna click transit. And then right here, it's gonna say what bus you have to take. So it's gonna say it's a 7-minute walk to the bus stop. You're gonna get on bus 13. And then it'll also tell you when you're supposed to get off as well. And then it's a 3-minute walk to Safeway from there. definitely use your maps and follow the maps, because it'll also show you like bus transfers too. Like if you have to get off the bus and then get on a different bus, it'll also show you that, and it'll show you like all of the stops too, and how many stops is left until your destination, and also just where you're supposed to get off. So once I figured out that, I was good. Don't end up like me. Don't end up in Kahala when you're not trying to go there. Next thing I want to talk about is mopeds. I think that a moped is one of the best ways to get around the island, especially if you don't have a car, or honestly, even if you have a car, a moped is super nice because you can literally park it anywhere. So it's super awesome and handy to have a moped. Gets you pretty much anywhere you need to be on South Shore town area. So the thing about mopeds though is you do still have to have a parking pass for campus. It's super annoying. It's like $75 a semester, which is absolutely ridiculous. But also just make sure to invest in a good lock, and I highly recommend either putting an air tag or some kind of tracker that you can track on your phone inside your moped. Maybe tape it somewhere discreetly, because literally almost every single person that I know here who owns a moped has had it get stolen at one point. And most of the time they don't get them back, because moped theft is just such a problem here. And I mean, the police try, but there's not really a whole lot they can do. So just really make sure that you have a good lock and that you lock it to something, and also you have a tracker in it, so in case it does get stolen, you can go find it yourself, or you can tell the police where it is, because that's the only way you're gonna get it back. Mopeds, love it. I also recommend wearing a helmet. I know you're gonna feel stupid, but I also know a lot of people who have gotten in really, really bad accidents. So just make sure you guys are staying safe. Wear a helmet. It doesn't matter if you look dumb, just put it on. Last thing that I wanted to talk about is just a couple like dorm hacks. Move-in day is probably gonna be insanely chaotic, extremely crazy. The Target and Walmart near Ala Moana is gonna be completely cleared out, because it always is every single year. So also, if you can't find what you're looking for at the Ala Moana, I know this is kind of common sense, but there's also a Target in Kailua that has a bunch of great stuff too. So if you can't find what you need at the Ala Moana, you could just hop over to Kailua, and there's also a really nice Target there. I also really recommend getting damp rid for your closets. It's basically just this thing that you hang in your closet. It's like a little bag. You hang it in your closet, and it basically just sucks all of the moisture out of the air, because the dorms are very humid and your clothes will get moldy, they'll get mildewy, they'll start to smell. So I just highly recommend putting that in the little like armoire thing that they have, so that your clothes don't smell. If you want to get a Brita and just use the dorm bathroom sink water to put in your Brita, you can do that. I don't really recommend. Me and my roommate had a Brita freshman year, and it started growing black mold in it, and we got really sick. So I would honestly recommend, if you can, to buy jugs of fresh water instead. I know they come in a plastic bottle. I know that's not really like environment conscious, but just throwing that idea out there, because me and my roommate got really sick from the dorm water. So, but yeah, I think that's all that I can think of off the top of my head right now. So yeah, thank you guys so much for watching this video. Make sure you subscribe if you aren't already. I know I always say this, I'm gonna be trying to post more videos throughout the semester, but this might be a crazy semester, so I'm not really sure how that's gonna go, but I will try. Anyways, I love you guys so much, and I'll see you next time.